What's good, YouTube? 2 days ago, Lil Baby dropped his new album, It's Only Me, and it currently occupies all 23 of the top spots on Apple Music. Over the past 5 years, Lil Baby's rise from nothing to the top of the industry has been one of the most amazing things to watch in my entire lifetime. In this video, we will explore why Lil Baby's story is something we all can't look away from. From year 1 to year 5, we've seen a constant evolution in Lil Baby's music. He started by focusing on something that sounded great for people to hear. His rhymes and subject matter were simple, but had an incredibly catchy aura that hooked people's attention. Slowly, as the years went on, Baby kept that same ability to create catchy records and tapped deeper into his own life experience by painting pictures about what he's seen and felt. Every release seemed to always get better and better. Right in front of our eyes, we were watching one of the truest evolutions in music. As the records kept getting better and his fan base grew, the overall message of Lil Baby's brand was something people could stand by and relate to. He's someone that stood for the real people. People who tell the truth. People who have good intentions for everyone around them. People who are willing to use their position to help others. People who don't tolerate unnecessary disrespect. And one that always lets their actions speak louder than their words. These are the central messaging points of what make up Lil Baby's music, all with a story and actions that reflect back to what he talks about. Watching Lil Baby's rise in real time, every step of the way, his story is unmatched. He's somebody that didn't have an easy upbringing. He grew up as a hustler in the streets to provide for his family at a young age. He never had a father, and his mom struggled to make ends meet. From the time he was 13, he was in and out of jail constantly. After being released from his last bid at 22 years old, he knew he had to change his life. So P and Coach K, the founders at QC, kept encouraging him to rap. At first, Baby didn't want to, but ultimately decided to give it a try, as it was the best route for him to live a life away from the streets. However, Baby was particular about how he portrayed himself in the beginning of his rap career. He didn't want to be looked at as a rapper just to be a rapper. He wanted to be respected no matter what he did. So he took his time to develop a skill set at making music at first. He never popped out just to pop out. He always let his actions speak for himself over time, never his words. As time went on, Lil Baby's craft became better and better, and as a result, he became bigger and bigger as Atlanta watched in amazement, and later, the world. He never had to sell his soul to experience the type of growth that he did. It was an accumulation of the right things falling in place and having the work ethic and people around to make it happen. Lil Baby's story can also relate to anybody based on his mindset. From day one of his music career till today, he has the same morals and values that he stood on as a kid in the streets. He remains humble. He respects everybody around him. He leads by action. He cares about his family, and his work ethic keeps propelling him forward. No matter where you're from or what you've seen, witnessing a character like this opens your eyes to what's possible in the world with the right mentality. When anyone achieves a certain status level like he has, it's so easy to lose that foundation that built you and take it for granted. However, it seems like Lil Baby gets closer to his foundation the more he comes up. It takes a really smart person with a special mentality to embody what he does. Based on their story, it drives anyone's connection with an artist deeper. There's a super special aura in the air when Lil Baby drops music. It's a special moment that the entire industry stops and shares to witness greatness. Something that feels way more special than any other drop, built around great music, real emotion, and a real story that connects with so many. What we're witnessing is something very, very special. Authenticity, a real story, and great music is a product of Lil Baby's career up to this point, and why so many are watching. If this album delivers, Lil Baby will get put on a different type of level. As a whole, I'm not going to speak on the album yet, for my personal opinion. I really believe in letting an album sit over a period of time before getting into how I truly feel about it. However, I will give my initial impression. The vibe I got was that Lil Baby focused a lot on what he was saying more than any other album. Unlike the beginning of his career where he's saying very simple things in a super catchy way, he definitely made a clear focus on this album to put the growth emphasis on his subject matter. He wanted everything he spoke to resonate with people because of what he's learned and experienced in the past 2 years, and also the influence he has on people. Overall, I thought it sounded really good. The beats he chose were solid, but different. They were a good mix of hard trap beats and some records mixed in between to change up the pace. Song to song, I thought the transitions were smooth overall. However, the main thing I'll be looking for over time is how many records I really stick to. With My Turn, every song was so crazy, to be honest. Even 6-10 months later, I would rediscover or discover new songs in that mix that just kept me listening to the project over and over. And it's just hard to be able to judge that right away without having more than really a day or 2 or 3 to be able to listen to the album. I did hear some songs that I thought sounded really good though so far. My favorite is Forever with Friday. I thought this record was super unique, and that Friday brought such a unique element to what Lil Baby has done in the past, because it was kind of like a Drake feel to it, with using vocals that are not hard in that trap sound. So it forced Lil Baby to slow things down and change up his pace, and probably even brought out different emotion in him. So if there's one record I would pick so far, I would pick Forever with Friday. That's off the first impression. There definitely were some standard trap records on here, like Not Finished and From Now On with Future. These are the type of records that feed Lil Baby's core fan base and even the whole trap sound, what his whole aura is built on, and everything that they've built in Atlanta. It's a sound that Future stamped, and now Lil Baby is taking that same hard trap sound and really breaking it into the mainstream. Other honorable mentions after the first couple listens through are Stand on It, Cost to Be Alive, Top Priority, Shice Talk, and No Fly Zone. I thought all these were catchy in their own unique way, but as a whole, I really just need more time to be able to feel like I can develop a great opinion, being able to see which records I gravitate to over time. And I feel like this is kind of the same thing with people. I see a lot of comments over the past day. Some people are like, yo, it's fire, yo, it's fire. Some people are like, nah, it's mid, he's got the same flow in every single song. But it's like, I feel like albums are not the type you can just judge like off of the first impression. Like, you got to let that sit and see like, all right, what records are you really gravitating towards? What do you really like? Do you like that hard trap sound? Do you like when he slows it down? Is California Breeze a unique song? Is that something he's never done before? It's like, these are answers you can't just get in a day, you feel me? You got to be able to just let that sit and see how it gravitates over time. But stay tuned for more content later in the week as I continue to kind of dig through the album and feel it out. But what do you guys think about the album so far? Is it fire or is it not? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.